Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Virtue's Last Reward. Oh, no. Okay, we're good. For a second, I thought the game had frozen. But,
No, it just doesn't show us the gigantic every single time that we're on the main menu.
Okay, so... we are starting from the beginning again. I didn't remember where exactly we left off last time. Okay, now I remember that, like, we did do a bad end. And then we were like, well, we wanted something short. That was last time, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That sounds correct.
Okay, so... what do we do now? Well, there is one large branch left, so I guess that.
Sure.
Unless we go to this, hold on, there's a, go back.
I can't zoom out without just, like, completely leaving the flow chart.
Okay. But on that third branch where we went through the red door, there, beside, next to the bad end, there are 3 doodly bops.
Yeah.
There.
Do you want to go there first?
Yeah.
Okay, so we choose Betray on this AB game. Starting off strong with a betrayal.
Woo!
I don't even know who we're betraying.
Good question. Let's find out.
Yep.
So this is after the pantry, so we were with Clover and Alice, I believe, but I don't remember what the pair and solo situation was. The door ground open and I stepped out. All around me, other AB rooms were disgorging their occupants. I forgot he said that. Oh god, that's right. Phi's voice echoed hollowly across the room. I followed her eyes to the number 9 door. And to Dio.
Motherfucker.
Ugh.
Dio. No.
This fucking guy, once again. I shook my head. I had to get to that door. Restrain him!
Kill him.
Get him!
Tomato him.
Okay.
そんなもん見るまでねえぜ。なるほど。ディオさんの現在の BP は6。その対戦相手であるルナさん。あのような。したがって、
Yes.
ルナさんの投票先は自動的に強力に設定され。
She is fucking dead.
ディオが裏切りを選べば
BP に3点足されて9点に。
ま、そういうこった。
でも待って、リオのペアはファイだったはずだけど。
ファイさんの BP もディオさんと同じく6。いや、もはや6というよりは9というべきかもしれませんが。
その通り、私の BP も9になることはすでに確定している。
なぜじゃファイ、どうしてディオが裏切りを選ぶのを止めなかった？
勘違いすんな。俺が勝手に裏切りを選んだわけじゃない。2人合意の上で今回の投票先を決めたんだよ。
ファイ、本当か？
ああ、やむを得なかったんだ。やむを得ないって、そのせいでルナの BP はマイナス1に。
だからなんだって言うんだ？
ルナはすでにあの世に行っちまってるんだぜ。今さら毒薬を注入されたところでどうってことはない。というか、そもそもバングルは外れてるしな。
Yeah, he doesn't even have a bracelet on. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's cool.
ではファイさんはどうして先ほどディオさんを引き止めようとしたのです？ディオさんがこの9の扉に向かっているとき、待てと大声を上げましたよね。
Because she wants to get all of us out, but he just wants to get himself out.
ひとまずリスクを減らすために BP を9にしておいたというだけで。
いや、悪いがそういうわけではない。ディオを引き止めたのはもう一人の結果を確かめたかったからだ。もう一人。
それは
Or not. This-
I remember what's going on here.
yeah.
第2ラウンドの結果を発表します。一度画面にご注目ください。
Previously, Clover left with them, and now they're still gonna leave on their own anyways.
Yep.
結果は以上のように確定しました。
Or, well, Sigma's at 9.
Sigma could leave.
He could.
Yeah. Oh, I think I remember which
そんな
one this is.
Yeah.
嘘。裏切ったんだね。
Um.
シグマ。どうして？
And you betrayed me in the other version.
Yeah.
What other choice did I have?
何が仕方がなかったよ。
It was betray or be betrayed.
卑怯者。結局他人のことなんかどうでもいいんだ。自分さえ脱出できればそれでいいでしょ。最低。
Great
Wait a
things
minute.
for Clover of all people to fucking say.
You're right.
Just listen to me for a second. Whatever I did, Dio and Phi were going to get 9 BP. The door would have been opened whether I had 9 points or not.
だから何よ。取り残されるのが嫌で裏切りを選んだってわけ？
No, that's not it. How could we know if they would go get help once they escaped? I can trust Phi. But Dio is different. They didn't know what Dio might do to Phi after they went through the door. What if he turned out to be Zero's senior?
He's not smart enough for that.
No. So I figured that if they were going to escape anyway, I should go with them and make sure they...
そんな言い訳通用すると思ってるの？嘘つき！嘘つき！シグマだってディオと同じじゃない！この裏切り者！
Hmm.
もういいよ。もういい。信じた私がバカだったんだ。
Girl, this is the same exact thing that you did.
Yeah.
For real.
Clover,
Oops.
I
I heard a clang and turned.
I suggest reading this first.
悪いな。さっさと開かせてもらった。くだらん三文芝居に付き合ってる暇はないんでね。
ディオ！
ディオさん。
さあ、
Do
行く
you
ぞ。
mind
はい
non-story spoilers?
おい、どうした？こ
Uh,
の後に及んで何を尻込みする
it's
必要
not
が？
story, that's fine, probably.
We're finally getting another ending here. This is not
お前
heading
らは
toward
も
a
う
bad
超えては
ending.
ならない一
I
線を越えてし
see.
まったんだ。
Finally.
Mm-hmm.
仲間を裏切っ
Oh, shut up.
た。それは理性を持たない獣の所業に等しい。だが獣には
Is this the
獣なり
Dio
の道具があ
ending?
る。それはそれで一つ正義だ。 お前らはその道を
I
選
think, maybe?
Because he's
I don't know.
talking a lot.
I mean, he always yaps a
ぶ。もう
lot.
後戻りはできない。
He's a yapper.
Yeah, but he's yapped a lot in this particular
獣
route,
なら獣らしく
especially.
堂々と振る舞え。敗者を弱者どもを切り捨てるんだ。それがこの世界の摂理であり、本来の自然界を生きる獣の掟というものだ。分かったか？分かったらさっさと。
I need you
Man.
to know that in English, that's Liam O'Brien.
9の扉が開放されました。9の扉閉鎖まで残り9秒です。
If we could mod out Phi's English voice.
ま、とどまるならとどまるで好きにすればいい。
Literally, like, message to all game companies everywhere who have both Japanese and English voice acting, or like multiple voice acting languages in general. Please give us the option to pick the language track for each character.
とにかく俺は行くからな。あばよ。
待て待たんかディ
There's
オ
no peace with you. You have no peace in your heart.
Truly. Tenmyoji leapt forward. Dio faked left, then dashed right, slipping around Tenmyoji and through the door.
3、2、1、0、9の扉閉鎖。
Go, Sigma!
Ugh,
行くぞシグマ。
But
うるさい。
just go, dude!
いいから私の言った通りにするんだ。
I looked at her, slightly confused. But before I could respond, her hand closed around my arm like a vice and she hauled me bodily through the open door.
I'm fine.
?9 の扉を閉鎖しました。これにてノナリーゲームは終了となります。お疲れ様でした。
シグマファイディオ開けろここを開ける
What if I could, dude?
Yeah.
Tenmyoji's voice was muffled by the thick steel, but I could still hear his desperation and anger. I tried to ignore it.
Oh, this is the first time we've seen outside the door, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
But it is.
This elevator's got a beat to it.
Ush. 着いたみたいだぞ。
扉の向こうは通路か。
とにかく行ってみようぜ。
Oh boy. Just as
Here we
Phi had
go.
guessed, on the other side of the door was a wide hallway. Unfortunately, it seemed to stop in a dead end. It took only a second to find a familiar-looking door on the left side of the hallway. We opened it and stepped inside.
Oh.
減圧準備室だな。
私、ディオ、ルナの3人で探索した場所だ。
Well, this is probably just another one that looks like it. You really think you would have been able to get to something on the other side of the number 9 door?
待て。お前も B 階の減圧室のこと知ってるのか？
Yeah. I visited it with Tenmyoji when we were looking for Quark.
そうか。
ではこの施設内の気圧が外よりもかなり高く設定されているということも。
What?
なんだ、そのことは知らないのか。
Look on her face. What are you talking about?
どういうことも何も今言った通りだよ。この施設の中の気圧は外よりも高くなっている。そうすることによってウイルスを含んだ下界の空気を内部に侵入させないようにしているらしい。したがって外に出るにはその前に外の気圧と同じになるまで減圧を行う必要があるみたいで、ここはそのための準備室なんだよ。ほら、壁にずらりと防護服が並んでるだろう。あれはウイルスの感染を防ぐためのもので、あれを着て下の階にある減圧室に入らないと外には出られないんだってさ。
How do you know all that?
ルナから聞いたんだ。
Really? Wait, why did Luna know all that?
室内に置いてあったマニュアルにそう書いてあったらしい。
Hmm. Whoa, wait, go back. You said there's some kind of mysterious virus out there.
Oh, did he not find out about that?
アリスが話してた例のラジカル6だよ。多分な。
That sounds bad.
Haha.
ここま
Yeah.
で来た以上後戻りはできない。
That is an understatement.
防護服を着て外に
I'm
出てみろ。
sure it's fine.
異論はない。
Totally fine.
賛成だ。
We climbed into the protective suits in silence, then headed down to the pressure exchange chamber. With a quiet hum, the process began. I could hear the soft hiss of air leaving even through my helmet. There was nothing to do until it finished but wait. Then, out of nowhere, Dio spoke up.
しかし、こんなにも簡単に目的が達成できるとは思わなかったぜ。
It took me a moment to realize his voice was coming from the speaker in my helmet. Apparently, the radio was designed to activate automatically.
You mean getting out of here?
いや、そんなスケールの小さな話じゃねえよ。そうだ。お前らにだけは教えてやろう。俺の正体。
正体？
実はな、俺の正体は正義の味方なんだ。人類を救うために遥か彼方の星からやってきた正義のヒーロー。それが俺ってわけ。
I'm just imagining the two of them turning to look at him like, sure, dude.
なんだ驚きすぎて言葉も出ねえか。
Io, I think maybe you should calm down a bit.
脱出を目前にして舞い上がっているのはわかるが。
まあ、所詮お前らみたいな愚民どもには理解できんだろうな。
God. We were still going back and forth when the quiet hiss of air escaping slowed. And stopped. A door at the end of the room slowly ground open. We walked through to find ourselves in a nearly identical room. After 2 more decompressions, the last door finally opened. I stepped outside and gasped. A dark landscape like none I'd ever seen lay spread out before me. I couldn't help but stare.
What the hell?
砂漠だな。
I can see that. The question is, which desert?
場所はわからん。だが、今がいつなのかなら、
Huh?
見ろ。月が真っ赤に染まっているだろう。あれはおそらく皆既月食によるものだ。
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that in the lounge.
皆既月食とは、満月が地球の影にすっぽりと覆われた時に観測される現象。だがその時の月は暗闇の中に飲み込まれてしまうわけではない。赤銅色に染まって見えるのが普通だ。これは地球の大気を通過した太陽光が月面に入るためで、簡単に言うと夕焼けの光が月面に投影されることによって赤く色づいて見えるんだ。ところでシグマ、次の皆既月食がいつ起こるか覚えてるか？
Yeah, December 31st this year, so New Year's Eve. That's what the magazine said, at least.
つまりそういうことだよ。
So today is December 31st. Wait, shit. If I got grabbed Christmas morning, then that means I've been here 6 days?
そうらしい。とにかく一番近くにある町に向かおう。
Okay, and where would that be?
どこかにはあるだろう。ここがネバダ砂漠だろうと、サハラ砂漠だろうと、ゴビ砂漠だろうと。ただ、それよりも心配なのは、
What are you worried about?
いや、やめておこう。
Oh, come on. Tell me. I'm curious now.
Impossible as it might seem, I could have sworn I heard her frown.
心配なのは人が生きてるかどうかだ。もしかしたらウイルスのせいで。
Are you saying humankind might be extinct? What the hell? No way, that's impossible! A whole species can't just die out in 6 days. That's...
私だって
Eh,
そうではないことになってるさ。
depends.
I mean-
Well,
Based on the several mass extinctions that Earth has had, I can say that that's definitely not correct.
Yeah.
さあ、いいから行こう。施設にはまだクオークを含めて4人の人間が残っている。あいつらを救出するためにも我々は先に進まなければ。
okay.
I turned to take a step. There was a rough crackle over the radio and the sound of someone falling. I turned back around to see Phi on the ground. Uh-oh.
Hey! Are you alright? What happened?
I ran over and helped lift her back up. She fumbled for a second, then clambered to her feet.
ここはどこだ？
Her voice was low and rough.
Huh?
そうか。そういうことか。わかったぞ。おそらくここはあの歴史の。
Timeline.
She didn't respond. I was about to begin a more irate line of questioning when she suddenly grabbed me by the shoulders.
おい、ディオはどこだ？
Dio? Oh yeah. I haven't seen him since we got out.
Concerning.
I'm sure he was with us when we left.
手分けして探すぞ。
Why?
奴から聞き出
What?
もしかして忘れてしまったのか。いや、違うのか。そもそも飛んできてないんだな、ここには。
She wasn't making any sense.
くそ、もういい。とにかくディオを見つけるんだ。私あっちの丘の方を探してみるから、お前は向こう頼む。
I have a lot of
Okay.
questions.
But she'd already taken off without waiting for my answer. I watched her for a few moments confused before turning and heading off to look for Dio myself.
Damn. Don't see him anywhere. Where the hell'd that guy go?
I was looking around, trying to decide where to go next, when I heard them. The signal must have degraded, but I could still make out a few words.
おい、こんなところで何をしているんだ、ディオ。
Their voices were cutting in and out, but I'd heard that last word clear as day. Dio. Sounded like Phi had found him. I spun around and took off in her direction.
通信機か。
That's me.
The ground
Okay.
is doing
Yeah.
something very funky due to the frame rate that I'm getting.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it just looks weird. It's like
Wait.
Yeah.
Transmitter.
なるほど。
it's just like bouncing around between like 3 different frames.
Yeah.
ソウルのと。
お前それを
お前のことなら知って
Kill him, Phi.
Kill him.
Get him! Get
Kill his
him!
ass!
だってこともな。
Murder! Death! Kill!
The transmission was getting clearer. I had to be getting closer.
なあディオ、そんなことよりも一つ聞きたいことがあるんだ。00の解除用パスワードは何だ。
Number 0.
お前は一体何者なんだ。
ただの生ものだ。
こんな風によくそんなくだらん冗談が言えるな。
いいから教えろ。00の解除用パスワードは何だ。おい、貴様。何をするつもりだ。やめろ。
Shit. That didn't sound good. I sped up and quickly crested the hill in front of me. There they were.
Stop!
I went down the hill as fast as I could, half running, half sliding. With the suits on, I couldn't tell who was who, but I had to stop them. I clambered to my feet, slightly winded from my ordeal. The suited figure I'd slammed against lay on the ground next to the other one. I moved over to peer through the visor.
Yay!
His eyes were closed, almost like he was just sleeping. My tackle must have knocked him out.
Yay!
助かったよ。
If 2 guys were in the desert and one tried to kill the other with a rock, would that be fucked up or
That's fucked
what?
up or what?
I need you to know that as soon as I realized that that's what was gonna happen here, I sent that to Newt and Tim.
I was literally thinking it. Like.
No sweat. What's this transmitter you were talking about?
聞こえてたのか
Yeah.
それだよそこに転がってるアタッシュケースみたいなものディオはそれを使って外部と連絡を
Where the hell did he get it?
多分その辺に隠してあったんだろう
Did he have it hidden up his ass or something? He has nowhere to put that thing.
Wait, hidden? Are you saying Dio's been here before?
They mean it was hidden outside.
多分な
Yeah.
最初にここに来てこの通信機を隠して
I
から
choose to believe it was
施設
hidden
の
in
中にあったと思う
Snuck in.
I wasn't quite sure what to make of that, so I decided to take a closer look at the transmitter. There was a screen on the upper part with a bunch of numbers that looked, well, like nothing.
What the heck is this? 78153610988380942419905551.
Wow.
Is that some kind of phone number?
That would be a
Idiot.
long ass phone number.
25桁もあるんだぞ
What is it then?
わからんおそらく何かの暗号だとは思うが解読するためのキーが見当たらないからな
I heard an odd crackling noise in my helmet. It took me a moment to realize it was a voice. Dio's voice. God damn it, he woke up. Yeah, you sound real heroic right now, dude.
What's so funny?
いやあまりにも見当外れなことを言ってるもんでついな解読するためのキーが見当たらないだってお前ら一体どこに目をつけてるキーだったらすぐ目の前にあるだろ
What? Oh, that's Phi.
さっき打ち込まれた25
She didn't say anything.
No, she didn't.
That threw me off.
要するに暗号されたメッセージは別の場所にあってそいつはそれを解くための鍵になってるってことだ
None of what he was saying made any sense to me.
Dio, what's going on here? Who are you trying to call with this thing?
なんだお前は知らんのかそこのガキは何もかも知ってるみたいだったがまあいい教えてやろう任務は無事に完了したし今さら正体を明かしたところでどうということはあるまいそれにどっちにしろファイがいずれはお前に話すことになるんだろうしなだったら俺の口から聞かせてやるよ
Dio shifted to put his hands behind his head, but didn't bother to get up.
Nah.
Asshole. Oh god, now I have to read from his point of view.
Ew.
Ugh. I belong to an organization called the Myrmidons. You've probably never heard of it. Oh, I've heard of it. But there might be a few people out there who've heard of Free the Soul. If you haven't, well, it's a sacred religious order with over 1 million true believers. The Myrmidons are the hand of Free the Soul. We do what needs to be done to bring us closer to the new world Free the Soul promises. There are some people who might call us terrorists. Then again, from their point of view, I suppose we might be. We're trying to tear down the corrupt world they've built, after all. But when the sun dawns for the first time on our new world, we'll be hailed as saints, holy messengers who cleanse the filth from a dying planet. Can we bash his head in with the rock yet? Well, only a handful of people will really become saints. Not even all of the Myrmidons will be guaranteed sainthood. First, you have to be raised with the teachings of Free the Soul from birth. Then you have to be chosen to join the ranks of the elite and achieve great things. Returning from this mission would secure my position. Free the Soul is built around the teachings of a man named Brother, who founded our order many years ago. His teachings are too profound for ordinary people to understand. God. But you could say that the core ideas of his doctrine are to separate oneself from worldliness, to destroy greed, and to divorce the soul from the body to cleanse it. Those who follow his teaching with discipline and devotion will be reborn as a new form of human. Only this new species will be able to live in equality in a world without war or starvation. God. Brother was born into a poor family. I've been told he didn't know his father and that he lost his mother at a young age. The only family he had was his younger brother, a boy named Left. They say Brother had a special power and that he was able to touch the thoughts of other people and see into them. It left him constantly exposed to the filthy greed of mankind. When Brother was 16, Left was found dead. His body was covered in bruises, but the police only made a cursory investigation and quickly ruled his death a suicide. Later, Brother would find out that the killer had paid the police a massive bribe to keep the truth hidden. He burned with rage, but also found himself immersed in cold despair. Eventually, he received a divine revelation. Mankind was thoroughly corrupted by greed. They had to be purified, and a new world created. God had given Brother his mission. I cannot take this seriously. That was when he began to teach others the truth, and at the age of 26 he started Free the Soul. Once Free the Soul was established, he devoted his resources to research on human cloning so that he could create the new species he'd foretold. He invited to assist him a team of scientists from a research facility in the United States. And a year later, the first 10 new humans were born. Those 10 were the first generation of Myrmidons. Incidentally, I'm from the 4th generation. Our DNA comes from Left, Brother's younger brother. That means that we all share a face. Oh god, there's more of you! And we are all given the same name, Left. Some people think that's weird, but individuality seems much weirder to me. If everyone looks the same, there's no such thing as race or even individuality.
Oh,
That's a bad thing, Dio!
Also, I'll be right back.
Okay. With cloning, you don't even need different genders. How could you get more equal than that?
Oh my god.
Still, there's a little random deviation and other factors can influence a clone's development. I was the best of my generation. How? How bad are the others? So I was chosen to lead the Myrmidons. I was probably sent here because Brother noticed the caliber of my skills.
That is not how you spell caliber.
What was it?
It-
It had a U instead of
Yeah.
an E.
Oh, no.
Excalibur. Yeah, that's
Wilbur.
My mission was to infiltrate this facility. When I was given my orders, I thought this was going to be my chance. In all my life, I've only ever once been punished for breaking our laws. It had to do with woman. Oh god. I had come in contact with someone unclean and I was considered corrupted. Jeez. Even if I was... The rate of tomato has increased.
The moment he said that, no mercy. Okay. I think he's been punished enough.
No.
No, he hasn't.
I think you're punishing us now.
Even if I was punished harshly and purified my soul, my dishonor remained. God, I wanted to prove my loyalty to Brother, so I was determined to be successful on this mission, no matter what. My entire purpose is to be part of the foundation of Brother's New World. Now that I've fulfilled that purpose, for the first time in my life, I understand what true happiness is. God.
Literally the worst.
Yeah, no. He deserves tomatoes.
Okay, there's voice acting. Let's curb the tomatoes.
His voice had taken on an almost reverent tone, and as he finished speaking, he made some sort of odd sign over his chest. Phi shoved his hands away. She grabbed the rock he'd held over her only minutes ago and lifted it over her head.
Do it! No, do it, Phi!
Do it! Do it!
Do it! Okay, fine, I'll read it like normal. Phi, what are you...
Do it!
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Bomb? Hmm.
She swung the rock down toward Dio's head.
わかったよ。わかった。だがそんなもん聞いてどうするんだ。俺の任務は無事に完了した。それを知ったところで今さら何の意味もないと思うが。つべこべ言わずにさっさと教えろ。さもないと。いいだろう。教えてやる。00の解除用パスワードは
Game's done quick. Phi tossed the rock
Brother's a big
off to the
fan.
side.
I am back.
Welcome back. You missed an intense amount of tomatoing.
Mm-hmm.
I know I heard it. I had my headset on.
Phi tossed the rock off to the side. No, Phi!
You should have
Damn
gone
it,
it.
Phi. Huh? No, say it again.
私もなるべく覚えているようにするが、こればかりは飛んでみないことには何とも言えない。もしかしたらすっかりと忘れてしまっているかも。だから念のため、お前もよく覚えておくんだ。いいな。
I had absolutely no idea what she was talking about, but I was beginning to understand that it was probably pretty important. With that in mind, I repeated the strange series of letters over and over in my head, doing my best to memorize them. LXAQNSGDQ. LXAQNSGDQ. I'm going to actually write it down just in case. I mean, I assume whenever it comes up again, there will probably be a reminder, but doesn't hurt to be careful.
とりあえず用は済んだ。行こう。
Go where?
それはこいつが知ってるだろう。さあ、立て。
Phi grabbed Dio's arm and hauled him to his feet. He jerked his arm away petulantly and began to walk.
Is there a city near here?
ああ、町というよりはシェルターに近いけどな。例の災害を逃れた人々がそこで暮らしてる。
Disaster? What disaster?
いいから黙ってついてこい。
Everyone keeps telling me to shut up, and I don't like it.
I looked up. It must have been a clear night because there were more stars than I'd ever seen before. I thought I could even see the band of the Milky Way. And in the middle of that field of stars shone the full moon, a giant red orb looming in the center of the sky. Had it always been so big?
Worsties. Worsties stuck in the desert together.
God.
God, I would love to see what happens to them after this. We did it! We found an ending!
Unfortunately, it was Dio's. But we did find an ending. God. Oh, I already did that. Okay, wait, did that open this up? The,
Yeah, the
fifth from the right. The...
Yeah,
I think, yeah.
What is the long string of numbers? Yeah. Because we got the key.
Let's see. Aha, yes.
Seven 7815361098838094241990551. I did it right that time.
Damn! I was almost as surprised as she was. The numbers had just kind of appeared in my mind, and I was saying them before I knew what I was doing. Alice looked at me incredulously, and I stared back.
待って、今の数字もう一回言ってもらえる
？781536109883809424190909551.
Oh my god.
1984499351を参乗した数じゃない。
How do you just know that?
Use math.
だから今シグマが言った25桁の数、それを素因数分解すると198449351の3乗になるのよ。
You're talking about reducing an integer to a series of prime numbers that you multiply together to get it, right? Like, if you have 30, then you'd get 2 times 3 times 5, right?
そうよ。中学校で習ったでしょ。
So you're saying that 198449351 is a prime, and if you multiply it by itself 3 times, you'd get that number I just said. I'm not doing it again. Don't tell me you just did all of that in your head.
いいえ、暗算よ。頭の中で計算したの。
What?
Oh my ass.
Alice, are you perhaps a calculator?
It's impossible.
言ったでしょ。数学は人よりも得意だって。
That's way more than better at math than most people.
Yeah. Better at math?
そういうあなただってたった今膨大な桁数の数字をスラスラと暗唱したじゃない。私に言わせればそっちの記憶力の方が驚異的だわ。
Yeah, but that's
と
different.
ころで今の25桁の数字どこで知ったの？
Don't worry about it.
Don't even worry about it.
I didn't know what to say. What would I tell her? That it just came to me?
そう言えないのね。分かったわ。でもとにかく今の数字が例の暗号表を解読するためのキーになってることは間違いないと思う。クレイドールズが素数をかけたものをキーとして使ってるってことは分かってるか
デタラメな25桁の数字。その3乗項が偶然素数になる確率なんて限りなくゼロに近いし。ってことは25桁の数字は何者かの手によって作為的に生成された可能性が高いってことになるわ。
Did you explain that with small words?
だから要するに25桁の数字を素因数分解したもの198449351の3乗が暗号を解くためのヒントになってるってこと。まだわからない？さっき医務室で見た暗号表。
I just imagine him like tilting his head
Yeah.
every time he does that.
モニターにはなんて出力されてた？
I think the first row was CQUJHNMTEONERAXDFMIOVP.
God.
2行目は？
Oh no.
Where
B
we
Y
go?
O L W X Y P X S V Z E Q G T K R T L E D. I feel like I'm at the worst optometrist in
I
the
was
world,
about to make a joke like that.
I think. Then they just repeat.
それにしてもやっぱりすごい記憶力ね、あなた。私たちの組織に欲しいぐらいだわ。
Well, keep going.
We
How do we decode that?
今の文字列にさっきの素数198449351を当てはめてみるのよ。
How do we do that?
左上から順番に1文字目のアルファベット、9文字目のアルファベット、8文字目のアルファベットといった感じで文字を拾い読みしていけばいいの。そうすれば多分解けると思うわ。
Surprisingly simple.
Yeah. I ran over what she'd said in my head. The prime number Alice had given me was, oh god, 198449351. So,
Are any of us good with numbers, like at all, or are we all just calculus?
I'm okay with numbers to a certain point.
I plead the fifth.
So, what would we get if we picked out letters like she'd explained? The first letter would be C from the top left. Then you'd move 9 to the right, which would give you O. Then 8 more to the right. Eventually, we'd get a word. And that word was... oh god.
Okay.
The code sheet
Write it
won't be
down.
displayed when you input your answer, so it would be wise to solve it now. 1, 9, 8, 4, 4, 9, 3, 5, 1, and then C, Q, U, J. Oh god. H, N, M, T, E, O, N, E, R, A, X, D, F, M. Oh god. I, O, V, P, B, Y, O, L, W, X, Y, P, X, S, V, Z, E. Hey, that's the series we're playing. Q, G, T, K, R, T, L, E, D. God. Okay, so. we start at C. So the first letter is a C. And then we go over 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is an O. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's an M. This is an excellent viewing experience, I'm sure, because I'm literally solving it in a notebook. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a P. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's an L. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's an E. 2, 3. That is a T. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's completed. The word is completed.
Yes, it is. I looked it up.
Because you had no faith in them. I did it! Completed, that's it, that's the answer.
Completed? それって確かなの?
Yes, Alice!
Yeah. I did exactly what you told me to do, and the word I got is completed. Well, actually, it's completed, completed, completed. The code and the letters repeat every 2 lines. It just repeats.
そう。私は暗号表の文字列を正確に記憶しているわけじゃないから、何とも言えないんだけど。あなたがそこまで強く言うなら、多分そうなのね。
Yeah, Sigma? Did he do that in his head?
Apparently.
Ugh. They're scary. They're both scary.
Yeah.
I think it's like mentioned that he has like an absurdly good memory for
Yes.
Like, for some
Oh no,
reason.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just like that goes beyond memory because to do
It,
that, you
it's
have
not
to, like,
just it's not just like long-term memory, it's also working memory.
and also you have to like picture it in your mind and then slowly go over it and count and then remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's scary.
Yeah. I wonder if he technically has like an a photographic memory.
Yes.
I was gonna say the fancy word for it, but
Eidetic, I think.
can't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does.
That would make sense.
Yeah. I'm definitely certain.
Also,
mean,
I gotta say, the puzzles
mean-
in this game compared to 999 are just like a lot more intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be fair, we know he's a robot, so of course he would have an eidetic memory.
わかったわよ。でも、
Numbers are his
コンプ
thing.
リーティッドって何かしら?
What? Aside from the obvious, you mean? I'm guessing here it means mission complete. So that's what the transmitter was for.
やつ? やつって誰よ?
Don't worry about it.
通信機って
Don't
何?
even worry about it.
I barely even heard her. Suddenly, my mind was full of memories that hadn't been there a moment before. It was like a wave had washed away the sand, revealing a bed of precious gems underneath. God.
プラザよ、私はついに聖なる任務を成し遂げました。人類をこの手で救ったのです。それはあなたのご加護があったからこそ、心から感謝い
Why hadn't I realized it before? I could remember a series of numbers, but not this? At least I remembered it now. Dio was a member of the Myrmidons. And not just any member, he was their leader. That meant he had to be the one who'd planted the bombs.
ねえ、ちょっと聞いてる？
Yeah.
だったら質問に答えなさいよ。やつって一体誰なの？通信機っていうのは何？
I didn't trust myself to try and explain it to her. More than likely, she'd just think I was insane. Even I could barely make sense of the sudden influx of new information.
まさかあなたがクレイドールズの一員だなんて言わないわよね。
No.
If I was, do you really think I'd reveal myself like this?
まあ確かにそれもそうね。
Out of nowhere, Clover appeared. Thank you, Clover.
Scary.
Ping ping jump scare.
Yeah.
Clover, show us both your hands.
探したんだからね。
Really?
今みんな B 階の倉庫に集まってて、みんなっていうかルナとクオーク以外だけど。
どうして？
We've still got 45 minutes until the white doors open.
知ってる。
Oh, okay. Hey. Wait a minute. I thought UK and Clark didn't know about the white doors.
医務室で天明寺さんから聞いたの。それでどこにあるか教えてくれるって言うから天明寺さんに連れられて B 階の倉庫へ。
クオークのことはルナに任せることにしたのね。
うん、そう。そしたらそこにファイとケイとディオもいて。
So?
いきなりファイと天明寺さんとディオの3人が喧嘩を始めちゃったんだよ。
What?
なんでまた？原因は何？
According to Clover, the last AB game had been the cause of their fight. Even though Tenmyoji only had one BP, Phi had chosen Betray. They started to fight, and since Dio had pressed Betray on behalf of his team, eventually he got dragged in too. Ah yes, the entire Betray round.
でもそれってなんかおかしくない？ファイだって BP は1だったんだから正当防衛だと思うけど。
ああ、もういいからとにかく来てよ。今は K が必死になって仲裁に入ってるけど、一人で3人を抑えるには限界が。
Okay, okay. Come on, Alice, let's go.
了解よ。
All four of them were still there when we arrived. They seemed to have calmed down a bit, but the tension in the air was almost visible. I felt like I'd stepped into a room full of flammable gas. Even the smallest spark could turn the whole place into a raging inferno. Even Kay, usually so calm and collected, was standing ramrod straight with a hand balled into a fist at his side. I looked at Alice, pursed my lips, and then headed over to the angry knot of people occupying most of the room.
Let's be smart and bring it off. Clover told me what's going on. This whole thing is stupid. You need to knock it off.
くだらないこと？これのどこがくだらないと言うんじゃ。こっちは命がかかっておるんじゃぞ。
I know.
It's like 2 assholes.
But yelling at each other isn't going to solve your problem. The best thing for us to do right now is to trust each other and get through this. Wouldn't you agree?
わしを殺そうとした相手をどうやって信じろと言うんじゃ。
それはこっちも同じだ。何度も言うようだが、天明寺。お前はディオに投票権を委ねた。その時点で私の殺害を容認しているに等しい。
だからあの時はクオークのことで頭がいっぱいで。
そんなものは言い訳にはならん。大体お前は私が裏切りを選んだことについて糾弾してくるが、だったら何か私が協力を選ぶべきだったとでも言うのか。もしもそんなことをしていたら私はすでにこの世にはいないことになるんだぞ。
それはお互い様じゃろ。もしもディオが協力を選んでいたらと思うとゾッとするわい。
二人ともそろそろやめませんか。シグマさんが言った通り、今は仲違いしている時ではないでしょう。
お前が言うかね、そのセリフを。四つ葉を裏切って一人で脱出しようとしたくせに。
殺人未遂よりははるかにマシだと思いますが。
だからあれは天明寺を救うためにだな。
Sure.
Sure.
Ah! Everybody shut the fuck up. God damn it. Enough already.
I roared with fury, and my voice echoed and rebounded off the walls of the warehouse. I just thought of my immortal and the things they say in that instead of using the word said.
God.
I ejaculated.
That's what Sigma's hand did.
Yeah. Everyone fell silent. I didn't know how long that silence would last, so I decided to put it all on the table. There was only one way I was going to be able to take control of the situation.
Guys, listen to me. We really don't have time for this.
I was met with a number of glares, but I soldiered on.
See, the thing is, I figured out who planted the bombs.
誰なの？その犯人って。
もしかしてさっき言ってた。
Sort of, yeah. I know which one of you it is.
やつとは一体何じゃ。
どういうことなのかきちんと説明してください。
I don't think I need to. They're going to admit their guilt in just a few minutes.
自供
You're all going to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. Or I guess I should say Dio's mouth.
何を言い出すかと思えば、やぶから棒に。この俺が犯人だとでも言うのか。
Yes, I do.
おいおい、人を疑うからにはそれなりの根拠があるんだろうな。
I'm not accusing you. I'm just stating a fact.
だから、その根拠は何だって聞いてんだろうが。
Fun as it was, I knew taunting alone wouldn't be enough to make Dio confess. He'd just play dumb. He was good at it, and I'd get nothing. That meant I was going to have to trick him.
Well, you see, I'm actually from Free the Soul.
そうだ。なんだそれ。聞いたこともねえな。
Don't play dumb, Dio. Or should I call you left? Brother ordered me to come here. To keep an eye on you.
It was quick, but for just a moment I saw his eyes twitch. I leapt on that moment of weakness like a hungry dog on a steak.
Fine. Skepticism is understandable. Admirable, even. But perhaps this will convince you.
I pressed forward, pulling out every fact I could remember. I told Dio about Brother's background and how his younger brother Left had been murdered. I mentioned casually that the Myrmidons were all clones of a single person.
So? Still not convinced? How about this?
String of numbers.
Yes. Do a little prime factor decomposition on that, and you'll get 198449351 to the third power. If I'm not who I say I am, how on earth could I possibly know that?
そんなバカな。
Finally. Oh, let's start over, shall we? I was sent here to watch your every move. It seems our wise and noble brother doesn't trust you. He suspects betrayal.
嘘だ。
I assure you I'm not. But if you don't believe me, why don't you go outside and call him yourself with your transmitter?
Me when I lie.
He's doing the Junpei thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tenmyoji just standing off to the side watching and nodding in approval.
Yeah.
そんなことはありえない。バカは俺のことを信頼してくださっている。だからこそ俺はこの任務の遂行役として抜擢されたんだ。そもそも俺がクレイドールズのリーダーに選ばれたのだって。
Huh? Sorry, what was that?
だから俺がクレイドールズのリーダーに選ばれたのも。
I grinned.
お前騙したのか。
Sorry, Dio. I've never even seen brother.
だったら今の話は何だったんだ。どうしてお前がそんなことを知ってる。
Magic.
No. Maybe I was divinely inspired.
ふざけるな。
なあ、一体どういうことなんだ。
クレイドールズというのは何なんです？
Okay, sorry. I just found a post on my Tumblr dashboard that says, the nice thing about the torture chamber is that it's the one place you can really be yourself.
The torture room! Dio and I stared at one another while Clover and Tenmyoji quickly explained to Phi and Kay about the memory card and the number 2 bomb, and about the code we'd found that was from a terrorist organization called the Myrmidons.
That is a very long sentence.
Sure was.
爆弾を仕掛けたのは
I've written
クレイ
longer.
ドールズという
Yeah.
メンバーということですね。
Run-on sentences, my beloved.
The sentence ends when I say it does.
ディオが認めたと。
Yeah.
許せない。許せないわ。
I heard a low, furious muttering behind me and turned to see Alice, her lips pulled back into a snarl.
殺してやる。殺してやる。殺してやる。
Get him! Her voice rose to a scream as she charged toward Dio. He ducked out of the way smoothly and pulled something from his pocket.
おっとっと。威勢のいい女は嫌いじゃねえが、そのぐらいにしておいた方が身のためだぜ。ババア。
Alice, kill him!
なんですって？
He just called her an old woman, by the way.
God, I didn't even
Bitch.
notice that.
俺が今持ってる装置。なんだかわからねえ。
まさか起爆装置？
ご名答。じゃあこのスイッチを押したらどうなるかもわかるな。
この施設には少なくとも2つの半物質爆弾が仕掛けられている。それらが爆発するのね。
まあ2つじゃないけどな。
01の爆弾もどこかに設置されているのですね。
そう。それに加えてもう一つ。
4つもあるっていうの？
その通り。仕掛けた爆弾は全部で4つだ。03、
That's
02、
good. That's good
01
info
の
to
他
have.
にも
Yeah.
もう一つあるんだ。ナンバー00の爆弾がな。合計すると TNT 換算で4トン分の爆弾ってことになる。それが炸裂すりゃお前らは一巻の終わりだ。この建物もろとも吹っ飛ばされて跡形もなく消え失せることになるだろう。
それはお前とて同じじゃろうが。
ディオ、お前も死ぬことになるぞ。
元より覚悟の上だ。俺にはスペアもいるから問題はない。
スペアというのは先ほどシグマさんが言っていた
そう、クローンのことだ。
I heard Alice whisper something to Clover.
四つ葉、行くわよ。訓練の成果を見せてやりなさい。
わかった。
Before I had a chance to ask them what was going on, they moved.
ふざけんじゃないわよ。この青二歳が！誰？
Alice, kill! She roared and leapt toward leapt toward Dio, Clover following just behind. Alice threw a punch at Dio's face, and as he dodged, Clover spun out from behind her. Alice, Clover, kill! Dio grunted and turned to focus on Alice, but Clover darted in and snatched the detonator from his hand.
四つ葉、確保。
了解。シグマ、持ってて。
Huh?
Before I could respond, Clover had thrown the detonator at me. I scrambled to grab it out of the air and held it to my chest.
やめろ！離せ！離せって言ってんだろうがこのクソ穴！
Yelling didn't do him any good, and Dio found himself subdued by the skillful teamwork of Alice and Clover. Strangely, though, once they had a hold of him, he stopped struggling. I don't like that look on his face in this situation.
Me either.
I was reminded of a gazelle with its neck in the mouth of a lion. Had he surrendered? Or did he have some trick up his sleeve? Definitely the latter.
Yep.
It didn't feel right. I didn't have to wait long for my misgivings to prove true. The detonator in my hand suddenly began to flash.
What?
何がおかしいのよ。
いやー、お前らの間抜けっぷりがあまりにも滑稽でな。
どういうこと？
今シグマが持ってる起爆装置、そいつはな、俺の体から1メートル以上離れると
Dead man
爆弾に向かってタイ
switch.
マーを作動
Yeah.
させるよう命令を発信する仕組みになってるんだよ。誰かに
Okay, so
奪わ
not
れた場合の
exactly a
ことを
dead
想定
man
して
switch, but
そういう仕掛けが施され
close
てる。
enough.
要するにアリスと四つ葉が余計なことをしてくれたおかげで
But I was thinking, like, Clover, that's really reckless to let go of it.
爆弾は遠隔操作式から次元式へと変わったってことだ。したがってもはや起爆装置を破壊しても無駄ってことになる。爆弾に内蔵
But
さ
no,
れた
that's
タイマーは
also
す
considered
で
a
に
dead
作
man
動しちま
switch.
ってるからな。
Oh.
How long do we have?
30分後だよ。
30分。
That is not very long.
30分しかないというのか。
ご愁傷様。
どうすれば止められるんですか？
それは話したでしょ。まずはパスワードの入力装置が必要。次にその装置を爆弾に接続して緊急解除用のパスワードを入力すれば。
なあアリス、お前一体何者なんだよ。どうしてそんなことを知ってる？
答える義理はないわ。それよりも入力装置がどこにあるのか教えなさい。
それこそ答える義理はないね。いったバカ、やめろ。
Nah.
俺
そりゃそうよ。
Do
や
it.
ろうとしてるんだもの。
頼む、やめてくれ。
Get his
入力装
ass!
置のありかを教えたらね。
わかった。
Deserved.
言うよ。コードの右のポケットの中だ。
四つ葉、調べて。
She nodded and started digging through his pockets. After a few minutes,
ダメ、何も入ってないよ。
もしかして嘘を教えたの？
嘘じゃねえって。もう一度ちゃんとよく調べてくれ。
Okay, hang on, I gotta add this.
何かあるみたい。
Clover pulled her hand from his pocket and held it out.
1 second, I'm doing something very important.
What is the clip? Because all I see is kill.mp3.
Well, you know. Well, now we're gonna find out. 'Cause it's there.
Yes!
Exactly.
I was like, is it the Steve Harvey clip? I hope it's the Steve
Yeah,
Harvey
Of
clip.
course.
Yeah, it's the Family Feud kill clip.
Yes.
Okay. Is that a pill? Like for medicine?
ねえ、何なのよ、これ。
あ、よく見えねえな。もっと顔の前に近づけてくれ。
Oh
Don't
no.
do it.
No!
Don't know!
Pill.
It's obviously fine!
Clover frowned and moved closer to Dio, holding the pill out
Clover, you
toward him.
dumbass.
Clover, what are you doing? Suddenly he moved, his right hand snaking out to grab the pill from Clover's hand. Before anyone could react, he shoved it into his mouth. I heard a tiny crack as he bit down on it. Almost immediately, he grimaced in pain. Clover! You're like a secret agent. You should know about this stuff.
なんじゃ。何を飲んだんじゃ。
おそらく毒薬だ。そんな。
私としたことはうかつだったわ。
His eyes rolled up into his head, and flecks of spittle began to trickle out from the corners of his mouth. Gross. I grabbed him by the hair and shook.
What the hell are you doing? Where's the input device?
うちの玄関に忘れてきた。
Oh, fuck off.
Don't screw with me.
We should already know where it is,
それじゃ
right?
会場用のパスワードだけでもいい。教えてくれ。
Pretty sure we got that already.
会場用のパスワード。
Yeah, we did find it in one.
しつこいやつらだな。
Okay, die then. We got this.
どっちにしろ入力装置がなけりゃどうにもなんねんだしな。教えてやろう。ただし一つだけだ。03のパスワードだけを教えてやる。その文字列は B K Z X C N K K R だ。
That is not one thing.
yeah, it's completely different.
Yeah.
What about the other 3? Well, we have 1.
Yeah.
Tell us the other 3.
We
He
might
didn't
have
even
two.
seem to hear
I
me.
don't know.
俺は新たなる人類の未来の礎となるんだ。
Sure it will, dude. His voice was weak, and more foam was dribbling out of his mouth.
新世界の光明、ブラザーに、永遠の栄えあれ。
weirdo.
Those were the last words Dio spoke.
Yay!
He's dead.
He died with a strange, happy smile.
Boo.
Damn.
結局爆弾03のパスワードしかわからなかったね。どうするの？これから。
I don't know.
爆発まであと何分だ？
25分です。
それは確かな数字か？
ええ、実はディオさんからタイムリミットを聞いた時にバングルの時刻を確かめておいたのです。その時の表示がちょうど30分でした。
つまり次の第一扉が開くまでの残り時間と爆弾が爆発するまでの残り時間は同じというわけじゃな。
そうです。ところで現在の残り時間はというと。
Well, that's convenient.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, wow,
So,
now I don't have to
25
make more
minutes.
CGs for this game.
Yeah.
まずいわね。最悪の場合は白の扉の先へと逃げ込めば、もしかしたらなんとかなるかもしれないって思ってたけど。
第一扉が開放されてから閉鎖されるまでには5分かかる。だから。
そう。爆発の前に先に進むのは不可能ってことになるわ。
I don't think that would help you anyways.
じっとしていても仕方がない。捜索を開始しよう。探さなければならないものは3つある。パスワードの入力装置と
And the remaining 2 bombs, right?
そうだ。あとは03以外のパスワードも見つけ出さないと。確かに。
Maybe Dio has a note or something?
待って。調べてみるわ。
She knelt down and quickly checked his pockets and sleeves, then sat back on her heels, frustrated.
ダメ。何も持ってないみたい。
She looked pale.
ならばどこかに隠されていることを祈って探索するしかあるまい。天明寺、このことをルナに伝えておいてくれないか。
わかった。了解じゃ。
よし、それでは行こう。各自健闘を祈る。3回。
We all took off at a run, heading to different parts of the building. But all of our searching turned up nothing, and as we searched, the clock kept ticking. It's gonna boot me out and make me come back in again, isn't it?
Probably.
Then, at last, the chromatic doors opened.
Everyone get in a circle and hug each other goodbye.
カラードドアが開放されました。カラードドア閉鎖まで残り5分です。
Our time had run out. We watched the white doors open. Were they doors to heaven or to hell? The thought barely had time to flutter through my mind before everything went white. We didn't even have time to say goodbye. 1,000 emotions flooded my brain in those last moments. Why? How? How had we ended up this way? Then a blistering wave of heat, like the surface of the sun itself, wiped out any lingering thoughts. Damn.
Well,
My consciousness slipped away into a bottomless pool of darkness. Neither heaven nor hell, only the void.
F.
Indeed. But that actually wasn't a bad ending.
Ugh,
Yep.
that was...
Alice ending.
That was... Huh.